Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your weekly tarot readings. Without further ado, let's jump right into your dominant energy first. So let's see. You are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. Wow, look at that. Okay. You've got here, love begins. This is kind of like getting the Ace of Cups. Now, for some of you guys, this is definitely love related, like romantic love. But for others, the Ace of Cups is also a representation of an offer, whether it's a job offer, career, professional life. It's an offer. See, one hand is extending that cup to the other. So it's an offer that's going to inspire you, an offer here that is going to make you feel alive again, right? Again, it could be related to love, family, career, family, I said family, friends, co-workers, right? Any area of your life that this is pertaining to. But again, for most of you, this is definitely love. See the rainbow above and then one hand extending towards the other, okay? So there's an offer here, okay, that is coming in towards you. And I feel very strongly that it's going to guide your way forward. Again, whether it's love, whether it's a professional offer or any other kind of offer, it's, see that riverbed, okay? It's kind of like flowing gently towards a new direction, towards a new path. So that means that this offer is definitely going to take you to where you need to be in a very gentle kind of way. There's also something here related to your emotions now feeling more attuned to this energy, right? It's kind of like an offer here that's going to make you feel very connected, either with a project, with an idea, with a new job, or with a person. This can also be a friendship, okay? But again, love begins is here for you. And you have here the number 1. So if you see the number 111, 101, okay, on the time clock, or 101, then that is an indication here that a new offer is coming in towards you. And for most of you guys, it's love. This is also a representation of opening up your heart, right? This offer will also soften, open up your heart towards something new, and or somebody here is about to open up their emotions, their expression to you, towards you. We're going to see what this is all about when we clarify. Let me know in the comments below how this is related to you and your situation. Okay, and what this is all about. Something important may have happened on the 1st of the month, because you have there the number 1 as well. And for some, that could be related to or connected to this reading. Now let's go and tune into the tarot, and I will be using the Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at your past, present, and future positions. I will also be taking a look at who and what is coming towards you, what is in your opportunity, and what is in your challenge position, and how to overcome that challenge. All right, let me know in the comments below how this reading resonates for you, what is going on in your life pertaining to this reading, the situation, okay? Because commenting down below, it really, really, truly helps support me and my channel. For those of you guys who have not yet heard my message, I did send out a message to all of my subscribers a few days ago, letting you guys know that I had been feeling rather discouraged. And for those of you guys who already heard this message, okay, I need to let those newcomers know that it's very important for you guys to give me feedback, okay? To comment down below, especially because the YouTube algorithm has changed significantly. I had been feeling very disappointed, okay, in just the work that I've been putting out there. And this is more, we call it work, but for me this is not work. This is something that I enjoy. It's something here that comes naturally to me. But my point here is that I had been feeling very discouraged because I had seen a significant drop in views, in likes, and especially in comments. And so I was considering moving on to a different platform and no longer posting on YouTube. But for those of you guys who already heard my message, thank thank you so much for your support. I have been receiving all of your comments, your positive feedback, and I really appreciate all of the encouragement, and I'm really happy to know that these readings are providing some benefit to you. You are enjoying them, you are finding them, helpful, because that essentially is my mission. My mission here is to be able to somehow, through these readings, help guide your way forward, okay? And so again, commenting down below, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell really helps support me and the channel grow. And one message here that I need to, bring to your attention is that a lot of my subscribers have told me that YouTube has unsubscribed them involuntarily without their knowledge. So if you would please do me a huge favor, if you think that you're subscribed to my channel, do me a huge favor and check to see if you have been, or if you're still subscribed, or if YouTube unsubscribed you, okay? And of course, if you do want to stay on the channel, resubscribe to the channel, comment down below, and hit that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time that I post readings, because the YouTube algorithm, a lot of people don't know how it works, and it's changed so dramatically that YouTube, for some reason or another, is hiding all of my videos, not only from my subscribers, but from new incomers, right? My videos are not being shown for whatever reason. And so, again, this is just to help me and my channel support me. And I'm very aware, okay, and sorry to take time away from your reading. Don't worry, it's going to be a good reading, okay? We're going to jump into it in just a second. But, I'm very aware and I'm very humble in the knowledge that this is not just about me and getting views. That was never the intention. That was never the purpose. And it's not it's not just about me just kind of, pumping out video after video for you, right? I don't want to be a robotic type of reader. I really tune into these readings. I go in depth into these readings, okay? And so I'm very humble in the knowledge that this is about all of us. It's not just about me. It's not just about you. It's about all of us. And so together we support one another. So again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and let me know in the comments below, is this reading resonating with you? Do you enjoy my videos? Okay, even just an emoji in the comments will really be helpful. Again, I apologize for taking some time away from your reading, and let's go ahead and dive in. Now, I do see here a few energies. You could possibly be dealing with the sign of Aries. I see the sign of Taurus, Virgo, okay? But whatever sign it is that you are dealing with or will be dealing with, doesn't have to be specifically these. It could be any other sign. At the bottom of the deck, you do have here the Seven of Wands, right? Now, the Seven of Wands here is a representation of you standing your ground, right? You kind of like, standing firm in your conviction, standing firm in whatever you believe in, your beliefs. And this is also an indication that you're going to have to do that, or for some of you guys, you are already needing to do this right now because you're being challenged. There's some kind of pressure around you, testing your boundaries, right? The pressure is definitely on right now, okay? And so this is telling you, don't give in, don't give up, because you will have success if you do not give in, you do not lower your standards. It's not going to be easy dealing with these energies, with these people that are trying to convince you, pressure you, right? But it's going to be something that is necessary in order for you to learn, okay? How to set boundaries, draw the line wherever you need to, okay? And again, keep those standards high, because the pressure definitely is on. You may come across as a little bit stubborn. You may come across as, you being closed-minded, which people might be telling you, but you know what you know is right and wrong. And so this is telling you, don't give in. Do not give in and do not give up. For others, you are dealing with this energy, a person or a situation that is very hard to get through, right? It's like they're very hard-headed. This person might be always wanting to fight, bicker. There's always an issue. There's always a problem. And so again, the pressure is on. It's not going to be easy to get through that person, through that energy, but this is telling you, stand your ground, stand firm in your conviction, and fight for what you believe in. Okay, we're going to see what this is all about when we clarify, but you also let me know in the comments below how this is related to you, your situation, which area of your life this is pertaining to, because we're going to be going into all areas. It's a general reading, so this could be related to your love life, career, professional life, finances, family, friends, co-workers, bosses, right? New acquaintances, new energies coming in. Whatever area of your life this is pertaining to, you take it as it resonates, because this is a general reading. And remember, since I'm going to be looking at different positions, you could say, for example, oh, in this position, that's going on in my love life. In this other position, that's going on in my career. In this other position, that's happening in my personal life or with my family. Or this entire reading could just be one particular area of your life or several. Okay? You take it as it resonates. Take whatever resonates from the reading and leave what doesn't. It could also be you towards somebody, somebody here towards you. So if you feel the need to reverse the roles and say, well, that's not me, that's the other person, go ahead and do so, okay? Because energies are fluid. So just take it as it resonates. Now let's put that one on the side and dive into your challenge position. So I see here that part of the challenge is having to do with the King of Swords. You have here the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Page of Cups. So part of the challenge has to do with, you speaking up, right? The King of Swords here is a clear representation of you speaking up for what you believe in. The King of Swords tells it like it is. He does not fluff anything up. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He just kind of tells it like it is, very directly. And right now, it might be a little bit challenging for you to do this, whether it's with a person here, with a love relationship, career, professional life, family matter, friend, lover, loved one, whoever this is with, right? I see here that right now, there's something challenging happening in an area of your life where there's either money involved, finances involved, could be a business, a career, okay, all those pentacles. Could also be a marriage or a relationship that has, been stable for quite some time. Whether you've been at the job for a long time, whether you've been in this relationship for a long time, but something or somewhere where it was once stable, right now I see that it's a challenge to deal with this environment situation, okay? It could also be money-related issues for some, not for everybody. Now, also here with the Page of Cups, that is an indication that for some of you guys, somebody here is blocked off emotionally. It's hard for you to express how you feel. It's hard for you to express what you think, right? If this is you, it's not easy to express how you feel about a situation, or to disagree, or to say, hey, you know what, I'm not okay with this. For others of you, you are dealing with a personality type or an individual who is very immature, who makes promises, they don't deliver on those promises. These are like empty promises, like, oh no, I promise you I'm going to, finally pay you what you're worth at your job or whatever, or if this is a family member, oh no, I promise I'm going to fix the situation, and you're not gonna hear about me going into problems again, right? Or if this is a relationship related to a kind of like a romantic one, then it could be a person here telling you, yeah, I promise you I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, and empty promises, undelivered promises, right? Somebody here who is still needing to grow emotionally. They might be emotionally naive, immature, that kind of vibe, okay? For others of you, and for a different group of you, part of the challenge has to do with a person or a personality type who is very kind of like mentally manipulative. They know exactly what to say, exactly when to say it in order to convince you, right? If you feel that somebody here has been doing that, it's time for you to draw the line and say, you know what, enough is enough, right? Even though it might not be easy for you to directly express your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, it's time for you to do this, right? Because I see that there could be some kind of manipulation going on, lies, and or a person who is rather aggressive, very assertive, cold-hearted. Somebody here might be emotionally detached or detaching from a situation. If this is you, you're already emotionally detaching from a place, an environment, a career, a job, a relationship, a person, or a situation here. Okay, and that's what's causing a little bit of a disconnect. I see some kind of a disconnect happening. Okay, let me know which area of your life this is pertaining to. Is it your love, career, professional life, love life, whatever it is? Let me know in the comments below. Now, In your recent past, you have here the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So in the recent past, I see here that things were moving forward very, very quickly, okay? The way that they started like very fast, right? Everything was moving forward. It was flowing. You felt like really good about the situation, whether this is career related, love related, family, a relationship, whatever this was in the recent past, okay? You guys were talking. The communication was open, okay? There was a flow. There was no stuck energy when it first began. But I do see here that at some point, someone started to slow things down. Whether you started to slow things down, or the situation started to slow down, or the person. Somebody here started to slow things down. If this was you in the recent past, you were like, okay, you know what? There's something kind of off here. Let me take my time, right? So there is this kind of energy where you kind of like snapped out of it for a moment, and you were like, wait, this is too fast for my own comfort. Or things are just happening too quickly. There's too much going on. I've got to plan. I've got to strategize. I've got to take it one step at a time. So somebody here started to take things one step at a time, and then even creating a little bit of a delay, like taking one step forward and then doubting themselves, like, okay, wait a minute, is this the right move? Are we moving in the right direction? This could have been career related, professional life, job, family, love, whatever this was, okay? And so if this is you, you started to kind of realize, let me just kind of like find out more about the situation, okay? Things started to definitely slow down. I see here that part of that gave you control over yourself. The reason why you started to do that was because you felt at some point that you were losing control, or what if you lose control, either of yourself, your emotions, the job, the business, the career, the situation, or in a relationship. And so here with the Emperor, I see here that you started to realize that you need to guide the way forward. You need to step into that leadership role, leadership position, because otherwise everything is going to go downhill. It's like a person here that you were dealing with, or a situation or a group of people that you were dealing with in the past, they were very all over the place, right? Just kind of like disconnected, inconsistency. And so you had to kind of step up to the plate, be the bigger person. I see here that you had to get in, like, become more in charge of the situation yourself. Okay, again, leadership role, leadership position. For some, this is all about you kind of, either delegating certain tasks to different people because you felt like this was just all over the place, or if this was a relationship here, I see here that you started embracing more so of your masculine energy rather than, okay, let's just have fun. Like at first it started as like, okay, let's have fun. This is, we're having a good time, right? But then at some point, you kind of, started to realize that you needed to embrace more so of your masculine energy. And so you started being more assertive, you started being more closed off with your emotions, right? And for others of you, you found that somebody around you needed your guidance, or they would always come to you for advice, that kind of thing. If this is the other way around, then that means that you were embarking on a situation with a personality type that was this way. They could have been a father figure, they could have been a leader in some kind of way, very assertive person, disconnected from emotions, in control, always wanting to be in charge, that kind of vibe, okay? And somebody here, that person started to slow things down. Masculine energy, okay? Again, when I say masculine energy, I don't just mean a male. It could be a male or a female, because we all possess both energies, feminine energy and masculine energy, okay? It's just the way that you were approaching the situation, or the way that this person was approaching you. Let me know in the comments below what that was all about. Is this happening? Was that happening in your career, love, family, professional life, personal life? What was this, and who was this energy here? Okay, I would love to know. I read all your comments to see how these readings resonate with you. Now, in your current position right now, presently speaking, you have the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Swords. So right now I do see that you're definitely taking a step back, okay? If you've been putting in the work and the effort in a connection, in a relationship, in your professional life, in a job, in a career, in a project, family situation, whatever this is right now, you're definitely finding that, being involved in the situation for too long, you're finding yourself confused. You know, you're kind of like, okay, wait a minute, this is too much for me, right? I'm not even sure what's happening. I need to take a step back. So right now I see that a lot of you guys are taking a step back, or you've already taken that step back in order to see the bigger picture, in order to see things more clearly. And for others, you're realizing, you know what, I've been helping this person too much. I've been giving too much of myself, and now it's time for this person to give back to me, or to see if the situation is going to turn out in my favor without my direct influence over it, right? So that's you taking your step back, okay? For others of you guys, because now you are being wiser as to when is the right time to take a step back, okay? Your ships are going to be coming in. Because when you're too much in overdrive, like giving, working, overworking yourself to the point where you don't even know what you're doing anymore, okay? The universe holds on to your blessings. But now, since you're taking a step back, the universe is like, okay, now I'm ready to deliver your blessings, right? So your ships are definitely going to come in. Your blessings are starting to come into your life. I see here that this could be related to a commitment, a higher level of commitment, whether this is a marriage, you're committed to a career, a job, a project, a business, whatever this is, some kind of a commitment. For others, there's going to be some kind of an energy coming in towards you to guide you, okay? Either a wiser person, an advisor, something like that. Or this is what you are doing. You're becoming that wiser voice for everybody, right? You're the one who is guiding people ahead. And in order for you to be able to guide people, you have to know when it's the right time to take a step back. Okay, but for most of you guys, this involves some kind of a commitment. Either you're committed to a project, a career, a family member, friend, love situation, or this could be some kind of a relationship or a marriage. Okay, we're going to see what that's all about. I'm seeing here also with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because with the Knight of Swords, there's going to be some kind of rush of communication because, okay, so this is what I'm getting here. There's an energy, presently speaking, where you've been giving too much of yourself, whether it's in a career, love, whatever area of your life, and as soon as you take a step back, somebody's not going to like it. Okay, somebody here is going to not like this new version of you. Part of you taking a step back is definitely directly connected to the Seven of Wands, right? The Seven of Wands is you finally learning and knowing when to draw the line, set your standards higher, and saying, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, right? And so somebody's not going to like it. Somebody here either may come and lash out at you, or this could just be some kind of an energy rushing in with a lot of information, a lot of communication based on them realizing, wait a minute, now things are not moving because this person, meaning you, you're no longer being available. You're no longer, reaching out. You're no longer fixing everything. You're no longer putting in all the work and the effort. And so, again, somebody here may not like it. Whether this has already happened, somebody lashing out, this could have been you, or this could be you. If you're the one, so for some of you, this is you, right? You lashing out. If you recently lashed out, or you're like about to lash out, I do see that it's because you've been holding on to a lot of pent-up energies, a lot of pent-up emotions, unspoken words, and people are not going to like this new side of you. But there's going to be a rush of communication and information coming in. Okay, let me know in the comments below what this is all pertaining to and what this is all about. Now let's take a look at your near future. So in the near future, you have here the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So this is related to some kind of a connection, a soulmate union, soulmate connection. Now, keep in mind that when I say soulmates, okay, a lot of people think it's just love. It's definitely not just love, because a soulmate can literally be anybody. It can be, of course, a lover, a loved one, a family member, a friend. It could be a new person that you meet, an acquaintance. It could be even a pet, right? It could be a family member, a friend, a coworker, a boss. It could be literally anybody. So when I say soulmate, it's an energy that you're connecting with. So in the near future, I do see here that this has to do with some kind of a soulmate union connection, that type of deal, a person, okay? And there's this energy coming through where you're going to start feeling like you've been putting in a lot of work into this connection, into this relationship, whether it's business, love, career, whatever else it is, okay? And like nothing is happening, nothing is growing, right? Where is the spark? You might be asking yourself in the near future. Where is this headed to? Where are we headed to, right? Because this is, this man here, the Seven of Pentacles, he's literally looking at the floor and he's kind of disappointed. He's put in a lot of work, he's put in a lot of effort, and he's not seeing the fruits of his labor, come through. So this is kind of like you in the near future where you're going to start to realize, is this for me, right? Am I just putting in the work and the effort for nothing, or is it something going to come out, out of this? And there's going to be a moment of introspection, isolation. A lot of you guys will realize, let me separate myself from this person, from the situation, from this connection. And you're going to go into introspection, because what the Hermit does is he goes up on top of the mountain and he starts to reflect on himself, right? He starts to ask himself those deeper questions. And the reason why he goes on top of the mountain is because nobody can find him there. He wants to isolate himself, because being around that person, being around that energy, that influence, right, time and time again, he's not able to think clearly. So there's going to be a moment here of wanting to isolate yourself from a person, from a connection, in order to find those answers without their direct influence over you. Okay, and you will find those answers. You will become wiser, because what the Hermit does is he finally is honest with himself, and he says, okay, I've been trying to look for the answer or the solution to this problem, whether it's financial issues, career, love, marriage, family, friends, whatever this is, on the outside, and I feel like I keep going round and round in circles, right? So finally, he's doing what he has been avoiding, right? It's like, it's not easy for us to go into ourselves and be honest with ourselves about a situation. And that's exactly what you're going to do. When you come out of this, you're going to come out with wisdom and sharing knowledge, sharing wisdom, whether it's with a person directly, right? To tell them what you've discovered, what you now want, what you now think. This is kind of like a renewal energy. It's kind of like you're letting go, or you will start to let go in the near future, of an old way of thinking, an old process, an old connection. And you're jumping into this new, wiser, more mature version of yourself. Okay? And a lot of times when that happens, people don't like it. They don't like new versions of you, because the old version of you is what worked for them. It's what benefited them, right? But now this new version, what is it asking? It's asking indirectly for them to now do their inner search, right? Which is going to require for them to do some work. And sometimes people don't like that. And so that's part of the Seven of Wands energy, where you're going to have to really stand your ground in what you believe in. Even if, you don't get positive feedback, people are not okay with your decisions, right? They're not okay with the changes that you're making in your life. But this is something that you already know intuitively, and you soon will start to know in the near future that it's something that is necessary for you to do. Now, who and what is coming towards you in your opportunity? You have here the Four of Swords, the Four of Wands reverse, as well as the Queen of Cups, okay? So in the near future, I do see here that you're definitely going to take a step back from a connection, from a situation, okay, that you already know is kind of like out of balance, or you're disconnected from it. This person's maybe disconnected from you, but it's definitely not working, okay? There's going to be a time of reflection, of recovery. You're going to have a chance here to finally heal, okay? Because a lot of times when you're in that same environment, you cannot heal. Being around the same toxic energy, the same type of negative influence, there's no way to heal. You can try and heal, but there's this energy here that's coming through where you're going to get a chance to rest, recover, reconsider, think things through, For some, it could be emotional recovery, financial recovery. For others, it could be physical recovery, that kind of thing. But I do see here that you're definitely, part of your opportunity is to finally disconnect from a place, a person, an environment that, yes, at one point in your life, there was something there. There was enthusiasm, there was a connection, there was, if this is a job, you felt very connected to that job, to that project, to that idea, but you're finally going to have a chance to take a step back, okay, and reconnect with the essence of who you are, because at some point you lost yourself, right? The Seven of Wands doesn't come in, okay, just because. The Seven of Wands only shows up when the universe is kind of like saying, hey, you're letting yourself be taken advantage of, and you need to stand firm in your conviction. You're losing yourself. Reconnect with the essence of who you are again. Whether this was a career or is a career, love relationship, family, friendship, whatever this is, right? You're going to have a chance, an opportunity here to finally reconnect with yourself, with your feelings, with your emotions, if you've been rather disconnected. For others, once you do that, you're going to attract in, right? Who and what is coming towards you is an individual, a personality type who is very mature, emotional maturity. This person is very intuitive, okay, in nature, but they're not very expressive. This person might be kind of like, they might come across as very quiet, very reserved, but this person has very good intentions. They have a very good heart, okay? Let me know in the comments below who you think this is, okay, because this is who and what is coming towards you in your opportunity. Now let's go ahead and continue clarifying. So let's clarify first your dominant energy, which is love begins, as well as the Seven of Wands. So why is this here as your dominant energy? You have here the Four of Pentacles, the Temperance, as well as the Star, and at the bottom here, again, confirmation, okay, the Ace of Cups. Yep, I saw that coming, right? When you least expect it, it's going to come in. New love, an opportunity for a new beginning, a new love. If this is not love related, it's a new job offer, a new career offer, a friendship offer, some kind of an offer. See that hand being extended out now in this one? This is literally the same energy, okay? But in this one, the other person is, receiving it, right? It's like an offer being given and then being received on this other one. Love begins. Love begins, your emotions starting to open up, your heart chakra starting to open up to something or someone, and or it could be an offer here of a career related matter, professional, or some kind of other offer that's going to inspire you. It's going to make you feel inspired. It's going to make you feel safe. It's going to make you feel secure, protected, like you're able to receive it rather than being closed off to it. Okay, so let me know in the comments below what that's all about, because you're literally getting double Ace of Cups, confirmation, a brand new beginning. Now I'm also seeing here the Four of Pentacles, the Temperance, as well as the Star. This could be Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy for some, not for everybody. Whatever sign this is, I do see here that, yeah, you've been rather closed off, right? So you've been rather closed off either to love, to stepping outside of your comfort zone, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. A lot of times when you've been through hell and high water, yeah, I mean, it's a survival mechanism. We tend to close off, right? And so this is an opportunity for you to learn how to trust again, for you to learn how to feel safe again, okay? Like, you cannot live life just like this, just kind of like holding on, expecting the worst to come after you. No, you can't live, that's not a way of living life, right? Life is to be enjoyed, to be open, to feel free, to feel secure, okay? To feel protected in whatever circumstances you are in. But there are times and moments where you do have to, in order to feel more open, you have to finally set your boundaries, and don't give up until you get what you believe is right, what you know is right. So I do see here that there's going to be an opportunity for you to open up, okay? This new love connection, friendship, or offer, it could be a job offer, a career offer, is going to start opening you up and making you feel more safe and comfortable enough so that you're able to kind of, think outside the box, whether this is an idea, a project that you have. You're going to feel more inspired. You're going to feel more creative. You're going to feel more alive. You're going to feel like that energy where, okay, now I can step outside of my comfort zone. Now I can step outside of my safety zone, right? Where you've been in for so long. Now I see here, be patient with yourself. So this is an indication here where it's telling you, don't be hard on yourself, because you've been through a lot, okay? When you have the Seven of Wands energy as part of your dominant energy, it's a lot to deal with, okay? And so don't be hard on yourself. Don't pressure yourself to heal. Don't pressure yourself to, am I doing it the right way? How do I do this the right way? Do the best that you can. The universe is aware of your efforts, okay? Because here with the Temperance, it's so funny to me because a lot of times people, they're so hard on themselves, like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have said that, right? Because you're just learning, this new version of you. Don't be hard on yourself. Be gentle, be kind, be patient, okay? Allow yourself some space, some time to learn, to grow. And also, this is all about developing different skill sets, okay, to be able to deal with circumstances better, to be able to deal with people better, okay? And this also represents some kind of an energy where it's telling you, now is the time to take care of those areas of your life that you've been ignoring, that you've been neglecting, those parts of yourself that you've been hiding, that you've been, you've been keeping them hidden because you want to protect yourself, right? And so there's this energy here of, okay, now you can start to bring those parts of you out and create more balance, a sense of balance, but do it with patience. This requires some kind of patience. If this is related to a love connection, okay, don't lose patience. Somebody here around you is very closed off to you. For some, this is the opposite. This is a person here who's very closed off to you because they're needing to heal. There's healing here happening. Be patient because there's a brand new beginning in love about to come in. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the person, the situation. It's coming in. It's coming through. You guys just need to learn how to balance your energies, okay? Definitely some major healing breakthrough moment is going to come through for you, okay, or it's already happening in an area of your life. And for those of you guys who have been seeking stardom, you want to become a celebrity, you're working as an artist, a creator in some kind of way, or you have, something, an idea that you're working on that you want to put out into the public, now is the time to do so. But don't pressure yourself, okay? Make sure that you take it slowly. But the energy is there for you to bring this out into the open, put yourself out there. You're going to be the center of attention. See this star here? The competition is nothing like the way that you envisioned it, right? See that big star in the middle and those little stars all around it? People are actually going to gravitate towards you. You're going to walk into rooms and all eyes will be on you, literally, okay? If somebody here has been ignoring you, neglecting you, being very closed off to you, once you learn to set boundaries, that person is going to realize their mistakes, right? And they're going to start prioritizing you, like that big star in the middle, rather than leave you as an option. But these are little things that you really have to do, right? The Seven of Wands. Stand your ground, okay? Now, let me know in the comments below what that's all about, and let's go ahead and get some further clarification. So you have your cadence. For some, you are either an artist, you're working with an artist, okay? There's some kind of an artist around you, celebrity, stardom on the horizon, okay, star energy. And for another group of you, it's just a person here, okay, who you are inspiring. Could also be vice versa, somebody here inspiring you. But this says here, cadence. You are my muse, my inspiration to create. You ignite my soul, okay? So I feel that for a lot of you guys, if this is not love, if this is an opportunity and an offer, there's going to be an offer coming in, if it's not there already, that's going to inspire you to create, to do something different with your life, to step into a new version of you. It's going to ignite your soul in a way where nothing else has been able to, okay? Whether it's a person, a connection, an offer, an opportunity, professional related, career related. And for others, this is an individual here. Look at that. This young man here, he's sitting there singing a song. There's music notes all around him. He's playing the guitar. There might be some kind of energy there of an artist, musician, okay? Being in front of the public, that kind of thing, okay? Cadence. A producer, a director, a music writer. You are my muse, my inspiration to create, and you ignite my soul. This is somebody here feeling this way about you, okay? Let's go ahead and now look into your present energies. So what are these present energies all about? So here you have the Hangman, the Five of Cups, as well as a Knight of Cups, and at the bottom here, the Devil. So this could be related to the Capricorn energy for some, not for everybody. But here with the Devil reversed, yeah, exactly what I saw coming. So this is your present energy, right? And so remember the Three of Wands, you taking a step back finally because you've given enough to a person, a connection, a job, a situation, a project, an idea, whatever this is, you've given enough. Now you're taking a step back in order to receive. By you doing that, you are literally cutting off any toxic energy that has been keeping the situation stuck or has been draining your energy, right? This could be a personality type that has been very toxic. It could be a cycle that has been very toxic in your life. It could also be related to a job, career, family dynamic, friendship, love that has been rather toxic. Or if this is personal related, some kind of personal self-sabotage behavior that you needed to put in check, right? It's kind of like an addictive cycle, an addictive behavior, going back to addictions. And now you're finally, by taking a step back, right, seeing the bigger picture, you're cutting off any toxic energy and or detaching from it. So healing is here. It could also be that you were involved or have been involved with a narcissist, whether it's a narcissistic boss, co-workers, mean-spirited people, family members, friends, lovers, loved ones, right? And you're cutting off that negative energy. Someone's not going to like it. They're not going to like it because you're changing, right? You're connecting with yourself again. Whereas this person, toxic energy, was enjoying you being disconnected from yourself because guess what? That meant that they could control you, that they could convince you, that they could gaslight you. But that's no longer happening. You're cutting off this toxic energy. So congratulations. I'm seeing here that also these other energies are showing up for you. Someone's going to regret it. Someone's definitely going to regret, okay, what they have done, okay, what they have created in this situation. Because look at that. Now you are taking a step back and reflecting. Now you're finally getting that eureka moment. I've got it. Now I see what I didn't see before. Now, you're kind of like seeing the situation or the person from a real perspective, a real light, rather than being stuck in an illusion, okay, of, okay, sometimes people stay stuck in jobs, connections, situations with family members, friends that hold promise, right? You're like, well, I still feel like that person can, change. And so you stay there for months, years, right? And you still keep like that promise as a source of inspiration when in reality they're not really changing. The one who has to change is you. And that's what's happening. You're finally snapping out of it, okay? And whatever sacrifice has been hard for you to make before, whatever risk, you're like, oh God, if I do this, I'm going to be taking a big risk. You're finally doing it, okay? You're making that sacrifice that's not going to come easy to you, but in order to liberate yourself, in order to find healing, to find clarity, in order for your ships to finally come in, okay? A lot of times if this is some kind of, commitment that you made to yourself or to a person or to a place, a job, it's not easy to make these changes, but I see that you're making them now because it's been keeping you sad. It's been keeping you in, disappointment. It's like something here has disappointed you, and you're finally seeking yourself again, rather than seeking the solution to keep yourself away from yourself and having the connection or the situation still work out. Does that make sense? It's like now you're like choosing yourself now. For others of you guys, somebody here is going to regret it. Somebody here is going to definitely regret it, or they're already regretting it already, and they're going to come in with an apology. It's up to you. You have free will, right? But that's the only way that you can see changes happen, is when you change yourself. You can't control the person. You can't control the outcome. You can only change yourself, right? Whatever it is that you have control over, which is only you. And so for others of you guys, when you finally make the switch, you're going to get a new offer. For some, it's a person that you already know. And for most of you guys, it's literally a brand new person coming into your life, okay, showing up into your life here, either expressing a gesture of love, wanting friendship, offering you, for some, it could also be offering you commitment. For others, this could be just an offer here where you're going to get a better job offer, a better career offer, a better opportunity here to connect with a person who is in alignment with what you want in life. Okay? Let me know what this is all about. Let's go ahead and look deeper into this before we jump into the extended. And here we have Shattered. And it says, old habits are breaking down. I mean, I literally, you guys, cannot make this stuff up, okay? Look what you just got. Confirmation. Double confirmation. Old habits are breaking down, and a new version of them is being revealed. For some of you guys, this is you, right? Old habits are breaking down, and a new version of you is being revealed, right? In this image, there's a woman's face, and it's being shattered by that hammer. That hammer represents something outside of you that has to happen in order for you to realize that you've got to change, that you've got to transform yourself, reconnect with yourself. Look at all those pieces, all those parts of you that are disconnected, right? It's like, one part of you is over here, another part of you is over there. You can't just keep going through life with all these parts of you being broken. At some point, you have to reconnect with the essence of you again, okay? And that's what you're doing. For others, it's a person here that you're dealing with. Shattered. Their old habits are breaking down, and a new version of them is now being revealed. But because of your tenacity, because of this energy of the Seven of Wands that now you are embodying, right? You no longer lowering your standards, right? When you change, your circumstances change. When you change, your reality changes. That's how it works. Let me know in the comments below what that's all about. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And I have partnered with Psychic Source so that you can receive 10 minutes for only $10 and an additional 3 minutes for free. I'm not the one doing the readings on Psychic Source, but you can choose any psychic of your choice. You can choose to either talk to them online or call them. Make sure to use my special discount code 26489 at checkout. The link to my Psychic Source partnership is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.